Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to my new little beauty corner. I am so excited to finally be here in California and to be back filming again. You know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I recently moved from Maryland to California and I'm still getting settled. Once everything is like all moved in and everything and I'm totally transitioned, I will go ahead and do a room tour for you. But for now, we're just going to do August favorites. So I do have a lot, so let's go ahead and get started. I like my videos to be under 20 minutes, so hopefully hopefully I can get through all this in 20 minutes. Okay, so first I have some new like skincare stuff that I have been absolutely loving. First thing is the BareMinerals Skin Longevity Vital Power Infusion. I think I might have talked about this in my July favorites because I had like a sample size and I was like, I bought the new one and I'm gonna use it. I love this. I can't not use it. Like, even when I'm really, really tired and I'm like, I don't even want to wash my face, and I'm like, oh, but if I wash my face then I get to use this after. That's how much I love this stuff. It smells so good. It like makes your skin so smooth and soft, and like I feel like my skin has been clearer and brighter since using this, and it's fantastic. It is really expensive. I bought this when I had like basically 9 times points on BareMinerals, so you know, at Ulta, so that's why I decided to get it at that time. But it's fantastic, and when I'm out I will definitely be buying it again. And then along with that, I also got the BareMinerals Smart Combination Smoothing Lightweight Emulsion, and this is for combination to normal skin. This is the only moisturizer in the Skin Longevity line that actually has a pump. The rest of them come in jars that you have to put your fingers in. So I think that this one is a little bit more hygienic. It's a very, very lightweight moisturizer, and I love how it feels on the skin. It is wonderful, and I will also be repurchasing this. I think the combination of these two together has just really made a difference in my skin, and I'm so happy that I discovered them and that I, spent the money on these because they're just really fantastic products. Another skincare thing that I've been loving this month is the Badescu Flower and Tonic Mask. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this looks like. It's kind of like a goopy clay kind of a mask, and it's one of those that it feels kind of like clay the way that it dries on your skin, and then it like feels like it kind of sucks stuff out, but it's not mud. Like those kind of mud or clay masks can feel make your skin feel really tight, and if you have sensitive skin they can make you really red and stuff. And I like those types of masks, but at the same time I have sensitive skin and it kind of breaks me out with like my eczema and stuff. This doesn't do that. It's like, it does the same kind of stuff as those types of like clay and mud masks, but it doesn't break me out. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's really good if you have sensitive skin. This Flower and Tonic Mask, I think this is for all skin types. They have like different ones. Let's see, it says skin types, combination oily and sensitive. So this is, I think this Flower and Tonic Mask is the best one, that's like universal, that will work for everybody. So I love this mask. Okay, moving on to all of the makeup stuff. There's a lot. Okay, so another product that I just loved in August is my BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I am in the shade Opal 01, and I know this has been in my favorites before, but it is just such a lovely product. I love the consistency of this. It is a very lightweight, well, gel cream kind of a formula. It hydrates your skin and it feels really nice. It's, if you have sensitive skin, it's a really great product. It doesn't feel like it has sunscreen, but it does have sunscreen. It's a 30 SPF, which is fantastic. And it doesn't feel like sunscreen. It feels like nothing on your skin. It feels like, like moisturizer, like a lightweight moisturizer. So this is a really fantastic product, especially when you're traveling or when you're in a hurry and you want like a lightweight, light kind of coverage. This is not gonna give you like a medium coverage or full coverage. It is like sheer to light. You can build it up to light. Let's just be honest. But in the summertime, I mean, it's not summer anymore, I guess, but it's still like warm and stuff. I don't want to put a ton of stuff on my face So this is a great product for that. Now, when I don't want to use this and I'm more like, I just want to use like a nice primer and a powder or something, I'll show you what I do for that. So for that, I would go for my Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I love this primer. It just does really nice things for your skin. If your skin is feeling just kind of like stressed and red and sensitive, like this is just such a good primer. It just gives you some extra moisture, and it does help your makeup. I feel like it does. It helps your makeup to just last longer. So I'll put this on, and then on top, if I want to do like a powder, then I will use this. This is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder, and it's SPF 50. Now this is a very full coverage powder, so you can use, you know, depending on how you apply it, you can get a lighter coverage, but I would say it's medium to full coverage. This is sheer to full coverage. I would say it's medium to full coverage. So if you want something that's like really light, like nothing, you know, like a finishing powder, don't use this, but use this like as a foundation. And I just love that it has the SPF in it. So if I just put on a primer that doesn't have SPF, my moisturizer doesn't have SPF, then I can get my SPF through this. And I should go ahead and show you what this looks like. And I'm in the shade Fair, if you guys are wondering. That is what it looks like. And it's a very nice, like soft, blendable, smooth powder. It's a very nice shade match for me. I will say one thing about this is that it is powdery, so it kind of goes everywhere. You do have to be careful when you're dipping your brush in, but it's a fantastic powder. Okay, I got another thing here that has been in my favorites many times. I mean, this is like always in my favorites. I don't always talk about it, but it's always in my favorites. And this is the BareMinerals Translucent Powder Duo. And I can't live without. Recently I've tried some other powders like the Laura Mercier I've tried, and you know, I have Bye Bye Pores, and I've tried the Tarte Amazonian Clay one, and none of them beat this. As you can see, like I've hit pan. I haven't had this that long. I think I got it shortly after my birthday or on my birthday or something back in May. I do like the highlighter as well, but obviously I use the the finishing powder more. This is just wonderful for setting the under eye area, and especially in the summer when you know you're getting more oily and sweating and stuff. It's just fantastic, like around the nose and, you know, kind of in that T-zone area. So I love the powder in this. Okay, next up, let's go ahead and talk about eyeshadow palettes, because those are the most fun. So I think I've talked about this before. I feel like a lot of these things I've talked about before, but they're just fantastic products. So this is my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. This is a beautiful palette that I love. It is just such a fun palette. Like, you have all of the neutrals that you need, and then you also have some pops of color. You've got some shimmers. So usually when I travel, I actually take my Naked Basics palette, which I love. But I remember, you know, that's the palette that I took across country with me when I moved from California to Maryland, and I got bored. I did get bored with using exclusively that. The nice thing about this is it has those like matte neutral shades that are similar to what's in the Naked Basics palette, but you do also have those other colors, so it's fantastic. Plus it smells like chocolate, and that will always be a nice pick-me-up in the morning. So I loved this while I was traveling. So glad that I traveled with it. And then when I got back, you know, I started working pretty much, you know, the same week that I returned, or like 3 days later or something. Anyway, so this is the palette that I used pretty much the rest of the month, especially since I had to be at work at 7:30 in the morning. Like, I just wanted something that was simple and easy and, you know, work appropriate. So I used my Tartelette in Bloom palette a lot this month, and I've really, really been liking it. These are the beautiful colors. I like to go in with, let's see, I like to use like Flower Child all over my lid, and then Smarty Pants and Sweetheart just in the crease, and like that's pretty much it. I think that's actually what I'm doing today. I might have a little bit of, I do have a little bit of Funny Girl on as well, but this is just a really nice palette, and it has that sweet smell. I'm not sure if it's vanilla or chocolate. I think that Tarte says that their palettes smell like vanilla, but I smell this next to the chocolate bar palette and they smell exactly the same to me. So I don't know if it's a chocolate or a vanilla smell, but it smells like chocolate. Okay, so moving on to cheeks, I've got a bronzer, I've got a blush, I've got a highlighter. So the blush that I have been loving this month is my new Tarte Exposed. I got this right before I left when they were doing their like 30% off sale. And this is, you know, this is like that, like everyone's favorite kind of a blush that just, I think, works for every skin tone. Now, Tarte blushes don't swatch generally all that well, but they go on the cheeks beautifully. And what I like about Tarte blushes is that you can build them up. They're not like immediately like a ton of pigment, because I can be kind of harsh with my blushes, and Tarte allows me to do that without looking like a clown. So I love Tarte blushes, and this color is just fantastic. So for highlighter, this has been in my favorites before. I'm not sure. Maybe when I bought it, it was in my favorites. But this is the Uran Decay Afterglow Highlighter in Aura. I've just been really liking the light pink highlighter this month. And sometimes I'll use it like in conjunction, isn't that pretty? In conjunction with my NARS Copacabana highlighter, cream highlighter, and actually that's what I did today, and I just really like it. Next is bronzer, and I have been loving my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is not the light or milk chocolate Soleil. This is the regular chocolate Soleil, and this is what I'm wearing today. And even though I am very fair skinned, it works for me, and it's like very blendable. It, you know, can blend into the skin and look really natural even if you are fair. And I think it would also work for, you know, medium skin tone. I don't know how well it's going to work for darker skin tones, but I do love Too Faced bronzers in general. So this is a fantastic one. And of course, it smells like chocolate. For brows, I have a couple things that I've been loving. So at the beginning of the month, I had, you know, that like basically 9 times points on BareMinerals. I also had 9 times points on NYX. So I bought some NYX stuff. So this is one of the things. This is the NYX mascara, brow mascara in the shade Blonde. And this is what it looks like. And I'm wearing it today. It doesn't give you like a super precise brow or anything, but it's fantastic for just being really quick and being one step. Usually I use like my Anastasia brow pencil and then use like the clear brow gel over that, and that'll give me a nice precise look, and it's a good color and everything, but it takes a little bit longer than doing just the one step. So this has been fantastic for that. Like when I'm in a hurry going to work in the morning, this is great. And then when I want my brows to look like perfect and I have time to do that, I have been loving my Uran Decay Gwen Stefani brow box in Bathwater Blonde is what it's called. And there's that. And this is interesting because when I bought this, I was like, I'm going to return it. I don't like it. It doesn't show up on me. But I swear, like whenever I use this, people compliment me on my brows. And really, even though like my brows desperately need to be waxed, it's been like a couple of months and my hair grows quickly. So I need to get that done. But because my brows are so light, I think when I use this, I can just, you know, essentially draw them on how I want them to look, and they look, you know, flawless, like I've just had them waxed. So I absolutely love this. I don't know if you can get it anymore, but I'm pretty sure that Uran Decay has brow boxes. So this product has been fantastic, and I've just been loving it when I have time to actually like do my brows. For lips, I've got a couple things. One of them is the Uran Decay Super Saturated, what is this called? High Gloss Lip Color, and this is in the shade Love Child. And these went on sale on the Ulta website, and I was like, you know, I have a couple of those and I really like them. I should start using them again. So I started using this one again, and I just have been loving it. It's just this beautiful, beautiful pink. They're very comfortable to wear, and they have a pretty good staying power. They last a pretty long time, even though they're not matte. So they're, you know, like I said, they're comfortable to wear. So these are great. And then the other lip product I've been using is my Buxom Hello Dolly Lip Gloss. I might have mentioned this last month too. I don't remember, but I love this lip gloss. It just gives you that nice like plumping kind of effect and that nice minty, tingly kind of feeling. So I really like that. Whew. Almost done. So a couple more things. Perfume this month. It looks like I don't use this. Now, I don't use perfume every day. I'm just not one of those people who uses perfume every day. I work with special needs kids, you know, autistic kids. They have sensory issues, and I don't think it's appropriate for me in my job to wear any kind of fragrance for that reason. So I don't wear perfume to work, but on the weekends and stuff, and you know, when I was traveling cross country and stuff, I just have loved this combination. These are the Pacifica Tuscan Blood Orange Perfume Rollerball and the Pacifica Island Vanilla Rollerball. So it's really hard to find cruelty-free perfumes, and Pacifica is one of the brands that does cruelty-free perfumes. So the smell together, like the orange and the vanilla, oh, you just will smell like a creamsicle and sweet and delicious, and I love these together. Last thing, this is not really exciting, but we'll talk about it anyway. I got this NYX pencil sharpener. It's got the big side and then the smaller side. I would say it's an exact dupe of the Uran Decay pencil sharpener. It's even made in Germany the way that the Uran Decay one is, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the same company that made this. And, you know, it has the clear top and the clear bottom so that you can see what's in there, and you can take the bottom off, you can take the top off, which is really nice, so you can clean it all the way. And, you know, it's very silly, but like the Uran Decay one is $10, and I think this one was $6. It might have been $6.99, so it's a little bit cheaper. So this is a great pencil sharpener. So those are all of my favorites for August. I do have some new favorites for September, but you will learn about those at the end of this month or beginning of next month, depending on when I get that up. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so glad to be back here. I hope you all have a great Labor Day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.